Chris, welcome to the show. It's great to see you. And take us back to how Southern Smoke all started. Back in 2015, you had a friend and sommelier. His name was Antonio, and you started the foundation to help support him through his battle with MS.
Yeah, so we were doing dinners to raise money for scholarships, and Antonio was the som that would come in and do the dinners with us. And then after we got done doing that, he came back and asked me if we would do a dinner for MS, and I asked him why, and he told me he got diagnosed with MS that week. And so it was to raise money for to help find a cure, to help raise awareness. But in 2017, when Harvey came through, we made a decision to change and to put an application process together to help folks in the hospitality industry and the food and beverage industry specifically. To anybody that would farm vegetables, all the way to cook vegetables, to serve tables, to wait in the dry, to deliver milk, to stock wine, to work the drive-through, whatever. It didn't matter. Anybody in the industry. And so that year during Harvey, we took in a little under 300 applications and were able to grant $500,000. At this point, with the COVID-19 crisis in the month and 5 weeks that we're into this, we've got over 20,000 applications in right now. And today was a big day. Today we broke the $1 million mark in grants for the past 4 weeks.
Oh, fantastic.
540 families right now. So, we're just chugging along. We're keep doing what we're doing, trying to take care of our own and trying to take care of our industry.
What I think is so great, Chris, I mean, your name is known, of course, not only in Houston, across the country, around the world. You are a famed chef, award-winning. And what I think is so great, when tragedy strikes, whether it's personally for you, someone has personally touched your heart, or within the community, complete strangers, you don't hesitate. You take this time. It's like the tragedy happens and you go right into it. And I think that's so great to show the community that when there is trouble, you're there to help. And I think that's so great to be able to say, like, I'm ingrained in this community. You don't forget where you've grown.
No, I mean, that's the hospitality industry. Just that's who we are. And for what we're doing at Southern Smoke is just, to always try and take care of the people that, need it at the time when they need it, And so that's been the goal since, day one, whether it be through MS to the beginning and then now through the Hospitality Relief Fund. It's just taking care of our people, because we got to take care of our own. That's the only thing we can do. And the one thing is that we've never been able to, I can't personally give the money out. I mean, I can't do that. I can't raise it, but we can raise it together, and we can raise awareness, and we can take care of our folks that we need to right now.
And folks in the industry, Chris, just sort of lay it out for us what a lot of your associates, colleagues, friends are dealing with right now. Because I understand, especially in this industry, people are living paycheck to paycheck, trying to make ends meet. I mean, is it true that some people have ended up homeless because they've been out of work?
I mean, that's the goal of the industry, or Southern Smoke, is to keep people out of that problem. It is, every day is a different day, and every minute's a different minute. But for the most part, in this industry, we've always lived paycheck to paycheck, and that's why this foundation was started, because I can remember how hard it was, for me starting out, it's, back in the day, I was making $8 an hour, paying school loans, paying gas, paying rent, like there's no money. And so when you get to a point where there's no job and there's no money, that's a tough time. That's a lot of heartache to deal with. And so we just want to make sure that we can try and do our best to make sure that people don't have to fight those things, that they can apply online and
let's
go ahead.
Oh yeah, continue, Chris, because that's what I was going to say. Is if I know that you guys are answering more phone calls than ever, and if people are saying, okay, I need this, how do they do it? You were saying you can apply online? Yeah,
you go to southernsmoke.org, and we, when this started, had 2.5 employees, and now we have roughly 30 employees on staff answering phones and going through and being caseworkers. And what we did is we took a lot of folks that are in the industry that got furloughed or let go of their jobs, gave them an opportunity as well to help out with Southern Smoke and get a paycheck. But it's people that understand what you're going through, and people that are listening to the problems that you have and understand what it is. And so, like I said, with Harvey, less than 300 applications. Right now, over 20,000. So we're going through them as fast as we can. You know, and the staff, I can't thank them enough. They're just, the stories that they're listening to and the things that they're having to deal with as well. Like, it's pretty difficult, but you know, as long as, you know, it has to go through a system where, you know, is it life or death? Is it medical? Is it you're going to lose your home, your bills, and then we go from there. So it's definitely categorized, and you know, they're getting through it as fast as they can.
Chris, here on Houston Life, Courtney and I and our whole team, we have been trying to make a push to encourage and remind people to support our restaurant community, to try to do takeout and pickup, curbside delivery whenever possible. I am hoping that we have a light at the end of the tunnel very, very soon. But in the meantime, what are some ways that all of us can help support the mission of Southern Smoke?
I mean, it's definitely just go to southernsmoke.org. And the way I say it is, if you have a little extra, donate it. If you need it, you're in crisis, definitely apply. Don't be shy. It's an anonymous thing. But you know, it's doing the curbside, it's buying gift cards, it's, you know, it's all these things to help your industry out. And you know, it's one of those things that, like, we have a long way to go, right? Even when the all clear bell sounds, we have a long way to go. And there's a lot of things that we have to figure out, because thinking about, you know, however many restaurants and bars there are in the city of Houston, how long will it take to get all of that back online and back to normal? Because once we do go back to normal, like, once that all clear sounds, like, we still have the issue of, like, how do we feed people? How do people feel comfortable going into restaurants? So we have a very long road ahead of us. And the need is not going to stop anytime soon. So we need to make sure that we're taking care of the folks in the industry so that they can be there to take care of you. These are the same people that you went to when you got engaged, or when you went to go close a business deal, or when you went on your first date, or whatever it may be, your family dinner. Like, those are the people that you went to celebrate. Now we need to celebrate them and take care of them.
Chris Shepard, chef and Southern Smoke co-founder, thanks so much for joining us today on Houston Life. Keep up the great work. We're going to get through it together and can't wait to have a meal together once this is all over. By the way, to donate or to contact Chris, we have a link on the Scene on Houston Life section of our website.
Chris, it's great to see you. Thanks again for your time, and best of luck.
Out there, just take care of each other. That's the thing right now.
We will. We'll see you soon. We'll take a quick break, and Houston Life will be right back.